So let's begin with chapter number 13 of English, and the name of the chapter is Verb Tenses and Form. I hope you all are aware of the verbs as we all have read it earlier, and in this chapter we all are going to read about the tenses and its forms. So tense basically means the time, right? And what are its different forms, that we'll get to know when we'll read the chapter. So let's begin with this. So first of all, we have the definition. So the tense is the form of the verb which indicates when an action takes place. तो टेंस जो है वो वर्ब का ऐसा फॉर्म है जो हमें इंडिकेट करता है कि कोई भी काम किस टाइम हो रहा है, कब वो काम किया जा रहा है, right? An action may take place in the present, past or future time is called the tense. तो जो भी एक्शन किसी भी टाइम में, प्रेजेंट, पास्ट या फिर फ्यूचर में काम होता है, जो हमें टाइम डिनोट करवाता है, उसे हम टेंस कहते हैं, right? So further we have kinds of tense. So now let's begin with kinds of tense now. So there are three kinds of tenses. We all are aware of them, that the first one is present tense, past tense and the future tense, right? After that, each of these tenses is classified into 4 classes. कि हर tense जो है वो 4 parts में divide किया गया है. The first one is indefinite or simple. The second is continuous. The third is perfect, and the fourth one is perfect continuous. Right? So for the very first topic we have the tense, that is present tense. So let's read about the present tense first of all. So the very first is simple present or present indefinite tense. तो simple present और present indefinite tense की यहाँ पर बात हो रही है. So अब ये कहाँ यूज़ किया जाता है, right? So the first is habitual action. Whenever we are denoting some kind of habit of a person. So it is like Rohan eats the food. Yes, obviously this is the habit that Rohan eats the. After that, the next example is he works hard. So we all know that all these things, all the habitual things are always denoted in the simple present or present indefinite. The next thing is the universal truth. Anything that is the truth, that is the universal fact, that are also counted in simple present or present indefinite tense. And the examples are the earth revolves around the sun. The sun shines by the day. So we all know that these are the universal truth. So obviously they will be counted under the simple present and present indefinite tense, right? After that we have telling past event as a narrative. कि हम कोई पास्ट का इवेंट नरेट कर रहे हैं, राइट? एट दैट पॉइंट ऑल्सो हम सिंपल प्रेजेंट या फिर प्रेजेंट इंडेफिनिट टेंस का ही यूज़ करते हैं. जैसे कि द डॉग किल्स द स्नेक इन द एंड, कि डॉग जो है वो एंड में स्नेक को मार देता है. ऑल्दो वी ऑल नो कि जो स्टोरी है वो पास्ट में थी, बट वी आर नरेटिंग इट इन द present, right? Next example is the brave soldier then breathes his last, right? So I hope you all are aware of this. Next is an event planned in near future, कि कोई भी काम अगर आप आने वाले थोड़े टाइम में ही प्लान कर रहे हो, just like the movie begins at 12 o'clock, कि मूवी जो है वो 12 बजे शुरू होगी, right? So we are going to use the simple present or present indefinite tense and this also. Another example is our examinations begin on Monday, right? Now let's move ahead. So the next thing that we have is exclamatory sentences begin with here and there. अब कुछ exclamatory sentences होते हैं जो here और there से शुरू होते हैं. Just like the examples are here lies the truth. Here comes the principle, right? Next is in quotations. Whenever we are marking any kind of quotation, that is also to be written in the simple present or present indefinite tense. Although we know that the quotation was quoted many years before, but we are going to write it always in the present tense. Just like Mahatma Gandhi says, I believe in non-violence. Although we all know that Mahatma Gandhi was martyred very long time ago. But hence, since we all use phase, that is the present form of the tense, right? Next is in running commentaries. Whenever we are watching any kind of commentary, whether it is a cricket match or a football match or anything else, those commentaries are always done or always spoken in the present tense, simple present tense. That is, the player kicks the ball hard. Sachin middles the ball and turns it to the fence, right? After that, the next is unchangeable situations. अब unchangeable situations यानी कि जो चीज़ कभी चेंज हो ही नहीं सकती है, right? जैसे कि the rose smells sweet, right? After that, our shop stands at Western Road, right? So all these are the unchangeable situations कि इन्हें हम चाह कर भी change नहीं कर सकते हैं. After that, we have present continuous tense. अब we are talking about present continuous tense. Till now we were talking about the simple present tense, but now we will be continuing with present continuous tense. So the first word is continuity of the action. कि जब भी हमें एक्शन को कंटिन्यूटी में दिखाना होता है कि वो काम अभी चल रहा है, तब हम प्रेजेंट कॉन्टिन्यूस टेंस को यूज करते हैं. जस्ट लाइक द एग्जाम्पल इज Zia is singing a song, right? Rohan is playing football. After that, the next is an action planned for near future. कि जो भी काम आप आगे आने वाले थोड़े ही टाइम के अंदर प्लान कर रहे हो, जैसे कि वी आर लीविंग फॉर दिल्ली टुमारो, कि हम कल दिल्ली के लिए निकल रहे हैं, right? So that is where you are going to use only the present continuous tense. After that, we are going to appear for the examination. The next situation is temporary situation. जो हमें पता है कि वो आज ऐसी है, बट वो थोड़े टाइम बाद चेंज हो सकती है, राइट? जस्ट लाइक शी इज क्लाइंबिंग ऑन द वॉल, बट वी नो दैट शी इज राइट नाउ क्लाइंबिंग ऑन द वॉल, कि वो आगे आने वाले टाइम में क्लाइंब वॉल पर नहीं करेगी, राइट? द नेक्स्ट एग्जाम्पल इज दे आर सिटिंग नियर द टेबल. Now let's move ahead, and we have the present perfect tense now. Now we will be talking about the present perfect tense. So what is it? The action which began in the past and still continues. अब जो भी ऐसा काम हो जो कि पास्ट में शुरू हुआ था पर वो अब भी चल रहा है, इट इज स्टिल कंटिन्यूइंग, एट दैट पॉइंट यू आर गोइंग टू यूज द प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट टेंस. जस्ट लाइक द एग्जांपल्स आर ही हैज नॉट स्टोलन माय पर्स, आई हैव नेवर टेस्टेड मिल्क, राइट? After that, the action which began in the past and has effect in the present, कि ऐसा action जो कि past में शुरू हुआ था पर उसका जो effect है वो actually अब present के time में हमें दिखाई दे रहा है. So that is the train has just arrived, कि train जो है वो चली तो कहीं और से होगी, right? But वो हमारे station पर just अभी अभी आई है. Yes? After that, she has broken the doll, कि उसने doll जो है वो तोड़ दी है, right? After that, the next is present perfect continuous tense. Now it is the mix-up of perfect as well as the continuous tense. So an action in continuity from a given time, कि कोई भी action जो अभी भी चल रहा हो हमारे given time के बाद भी, right? जैसे कि मिस्टर शर्मा हैज़ बीन टीचिंग इंग्लिश फॉर 15 years, कि मिस्टर शर्मा जो है वो इंग्लिश पढ़ा रहे हैं लास्ट 15 सालों से. Hence we have been given time over here, so the action is in continuity, right? After that, the child has been crying since morning, कि बच्चा जो है वो सुबह से रो रहा है, right? So as you can see that we have applied present perfect continuous tense in both the examples. After that, the next topic that we have is the past tense. So let's begin with the past tense now. First of all, we have the simple past or past indefinite tense. तो कौन कौन सी ऐसी चीज़ें हैं, जैसे कि habitual action. Just like the habitual action, it says Anil always studied in the morning. Granny told many stories, right? So अनिल जो है वो हमेशा सुबह को ही पढ़ाई करता है, right? Although we are talking in present, but we are talking about the past tense, right? Granny told many stories कि दादी जी ने हमें बहुत सारी स्टोरीज सुनाई थी. Yes. Next is the action which completed in past. कि ऐसा काम जो कि past में complete हो चुका है, right? So that examples are: I filled the application form. I bought a LED television, right? After that, the action which continued in the past. अब ऐसा action, ऐसा काम जो कि past में continue हुआ था, चल रहा था. So the examples are: while my father sang me a song, my mother prepared lunch for us. Right? After that, the laborer worked the. After that, next we are going to discuss about the past continuous tense. So now we are going to begin with past continuous tense, which has actions in continuity in the past. अब जो actions continuity में थे past के time पे, right? He was reading a book. कि जब I met him, he was reading a book, right? I was studying at 7 in the morning. So I hope you all are clear with the past continuous tense. Next is the past perfect tense. Now what is the past perfect tense? An action which began and completed in the past. कि कोई ऐसा काम जो पास्ट में ही शुरू हुआ था और पास्ट में ही खत्म हो गया, बट हम उसकी बात अब कर रहे हैं. So this is the train had left when I reached the station. कि ट्रेन मेरे पहुंचने से पहले ही जा चुकी थी, right? After that, the police had already nabbed the thief, right? So I hope you all are clear to there. Next is present perfect continuous tense. अब present perfect continuous tense क्या है? The action in continuity form from a given time in the past. कि ऐसा action जो continuity में है given time से past में, right? So this is: the child had been crying since morning. The painter had been painting for last. Future tense. So now let's begin with the future tense very quickly. So for the very first thing we have simple future or future indefinite tense. So अब हम simple future या फिर future indefinite tense के बारे में डिस्कस करेंगे. Which says an action to occur in future. कि कोई ऐसा action जो कि future में होने वाला है, right? The principal will address the meeting today. Nena will sing a song today, right? After that, future continuous tense. So the future continuous tense, an action in continuity in the future. कि कोई ऐसा action जो कि future में continue होने वाला है. We shall be singing a song. The people will be talking about this event, right? Now after that we have future perfect tense. So we all know about the perfect tense, and now we are beginning with the future perfect tense. So an action to be completed in future. कि कोई ऐसा काम जो कि future में complete होने वाला है, जैसे कि I shall have read the book before you come. We shall have reached the station by this time tomorrow, right? So these were the examples of future perfect tense. After that we have future perfect continuous tense. अब future perfect continuous tense क्या है? Completion of a part of an action in future along with continuity, right? So क्या है वो examples? She will not have been looking after the baby for 2 hours. It will have been raining since morning, right? So all these were the tenses and the kinds of their tenses. Now we have the forms of verb. So what are the forms of verb? Let's read them. So all verbs can be used in different tenses and their forms also undergo a change. All verbs have 3 forms and an ing form. ये सभी forms जो है verbs जो है वो टाइम के साथ टेंस के साथ चेंज होती है. वी ऑल नो दिस एंड वी ऑल सॉ इन द अबव एग्जांपल्स आल्सो. हर एग्जाम्पल में हर टेंस में वर्ब का जो फॉर्म था वो चेंज होता गया, राइट? तो ये लोग बता रहे हैं कि वर्ब के 3 फॉर्म्स होते हैं और उसी के साथ साथ एक 4th फॉर्म जो कि ing फॉर्म माना जाता है, right? So the forms are present form, that is first form or root verb. Past form, that is second form. Past participle form, that is third form. ing form, that is 4th form, right? After that, look at the following sentences. अब हम जल्दी से इन sentences को देखते हैं और आइडेंटिफाई करते हैं कि कौन सी verb form इनमें यूज की गई है. So he annoys everybody. So as we can see, annoys is the verb over here, and we have used first form of the verb, right? After that, he annoyed everybody. Ab annoyed is the second form of the verb over here in the sentence. Next is he has annoyed everybody. So now annoyed is the third form of the verb over here. And after that, he has been annoying everybody, and this is the ing form of the. After that, some verbs and their forms. अब यहाँ पर कुछ verbs और उनके forms के बारे में बात की जाएगी. जैसे कि the first topic is the weak verbs. Now what are the weak verbs? The verbs that form their past form by adding ed, d or t to the present form are called the weak verbs. Some of these are. अब वो verbs जो कि past form में convert होती हैं, जिनसे हम उनमें ed, d या फिर t उनके end में add कर सकते हैं, right? उन्हें कहते हैं weak verbs. अब weak verbs के कुछ examples यहाँ पर दिए हुए हैं, जैसे कि abuse, abused, abused, allow, allowed, allowed, right? So all these are the examples of the weak verbs, right? After that, let's move ahead. We have been given some more examples of the weak verbs. So you all have to read it as your homework, right? Let's move ahead. So the next form of the verb is the strong verbs. Now what are the strong verbs? So some verbs change into their past and past participle forms by changing inner vowels. अब कुछ verb forms जो है वो अपने आप को past और past participle form में change करती हैं by changing their inner vowels, कि उनके spelling में जो vowels आते हैं उनको change कर लेती हैं. Such verbs are strong verbs. Some of these are. और उन्हीं verbs को हम strong verbs के नाम से जानते हैं. तो कुछ verbs, कुछ strong verbs के example हमें यहाँ पर दिए हुए हैं, जैसे कि abide, abode, abode, arise, arose and arisen, right? So all these are the examples of strong verbs. Let's move ahead now. As you can see, we have some more examples of the strong verbs. You have to read these verb forms as your homework. Let's move ahead. After that, some verbs do not change their forms in past and past participle forms. Some of these are. अब कुछ verbs ऐसी होती हैं जो अपना form change ही नहीं करती हैं, ना तो past में और ना ही past participle forms में, right? So वो कौन सी verbs हैं जो अपना verb form change ही नहीं करती हैं? They are hit, 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 put, put, put. They remain same in all the forms, right? Just like set, cut, read, shut, cost, hurt, shed, spread. All these are the verbs that do not change their form either in the past or in the past participle tense, right? So these are the examples of some verbs that do not change their forms. You all are insisted to read them as your homework. So that was all about the chapter verbs, tenses and their forms. I hope you all enjoyed learning it and you all got the points really well. So thank you so much and have a great day ahead.